Hi friend, thanks so much for purchasing my Chief Architect X11 template. I wanted to go through several of these key things that you will find as you work with the file. To start off with, right now I don't know what your toolbar looks like, but I am working with the saved plan views here, the annotation sets here on the upper right, and layer sets on the upper left. All right. When you open the file, whether you're using my wall types or not, you will get all of these plan views, annotation sets, and layer sets all worked together. So I've worked through all of the defaults, the door, room, cabinet, electrical, structural, etc., as well as a lot of time on the layers themselves. And we'll go through that as quickly as I can. When you open this up first, you will find I work mostly in remodeling, so I start out with my as-built views. And let me open up this list of saved plan views. You will find the as-built view. The CD plan is what I call my architectural drawings. CD plan 2 is a half-inch scale setup for things like bathrooms, kitchens, and baths. And what I do is I'll do my architectural drawing of the whole project and then zoom in on the kitchen or bathroom and run that with CD plan 2. CD plan 3 is in case I have some other details that I want to zoom in on or piece out specifically. Electrical plan view is at 1/4 inch scale. The rest of these, except for plot plan view, is at 1/4 inch scale. Floor plan view dimensioned is a legacy saved plan view from Chief Architect, as well as floor plan view shell. That just turns to a different layer set so you see certain layers on and off. All right, framing plan views. I have my ceiling plan view, my floor plan view, and my roof plan view. For instance, you might have a second floor plan or an attic floor plan slash ceiling plan, and you want that different from your roof plans, right? You don't want to see the rafters, and you want to see different dimensions, different notes, different text, different objects between the floor plan and the roof plan. So that's what that's there for. HVAC plan view I rarely use, but that's ready to go. Kitchen and bath plan view is another Chief Architect legacy saved plan view. I left it in there because it's not bothering me, so I use my CD plan 2 for that. Plot plan view is set up right now at 30 inch equals 1 inch equals 30 feet. I'll show you how to change that. Roof plan view is just my roof plan without the framing on it. SD plan is my schematic plans, and wind bracing. A lot of municipalities are requesting wind bracing plan now. Working plan view, that's what I work with, that's what I draw with. And then reference floor, if you want to turn on the reference layer, that will turn on the reference for you. As well as reference existing plan, this will turn the saved plan view will go to the CD plan layer set, and will turn. You can then select a different plan to reference of your existing conditions, and that will turn all of the existing conditions gray and dashed lines. All right, up until this version, I really haven't used saved plan views all that much, and one of the reasons is if you send any of these saved plan views to a layout, Chief Architect links the floor plan to the layout box as well, and I'm not sure I really like that because it links the saved plan view, the floor, the zoom level, etc. And I don't work that way. Some guys do set up their templates with their layouts that way. I feel it's constrictive, and if you go outside of the bounds of that zoom or that level, then I feel like I work fast enough that it really doesn't save me enough time on any of the projects to where I'm actually losing time, because if I go outside of those bounds, I have to then adjust everything and reset it up. So it doesn't make sense to me. So when I send to layout view, I'm trying to remember to switch to none as my saved plan view. You can go backwards. If you sent it with a saved plan view, you don't have to delete that and resend it. You can actually open up the object in the layout file and change that so that it is not linked. And I like to do that. If we go to, say, watch, if I switch to CD plan view, I'm now in my CD plan annotations and plan set. I can switch to none, and that remains as CD plan annotations and CD plan layer set. This just gives me a quick way. From here, I'm going to start drawing. Of course, I'm using my wall types, whether that's interior, exterior, foundation. That's my wall types. Now, when I go to working plan, you'll see that, you'll also see that my temporary dimensions are set because typically I'm measuring from drywall to drywall. In existing conditions, they're set surface to surface. Okay, let's delete these items here. So once I'm going to undo that. Once we've done working plan view, then I will double click on my wall tool and change my wall types to show the new walls. If I need to adjust my materials, siding materials, etc., let's draw an addition out here. That doesn't need to go in like that. You get the idea, right? Here's a shower. Okay. There's the addition. Now I'm going to switch to my CD plan view and do my dimensions. Now with this dimension, CD plan set, I might want to go back and locate objects, primary wall side, start off with, like so. From here I can create a floor plan view and draw my ceiling. Ceiling joist is not displayed in this layer set because this is floor plan. So no, I don't want to display this layer. I want to actually switch to framing ceiling plan view. There we go. Something like that, right? And then roof plan view. Roof planes should be shown in this layer set, yes. I'm going to show my roof plane, my roof rafters. So you can see quickly, now if I change, I'm in roof plan, saved plan view, and I change to roof framing ceiling here, the saved plan view does not change. It will actually If I go, oh, now I want to switch back to CD plan view, it will ask you, hey, wait, I'm going to cancel this. Framing roof plan view was changed from its saved state. Framing roof plan view should pull up the framing roof plan, roof annotations, and framing ceiling layer set. Do you want to save framing roof plan view? No, I don't want to save framing roof plan view because I changed something in it. I'm going to say no, so that when I go back to framing roof plan view, it pulls up the correct layer set and annotations. That's why mostly I work with none and just change my annotation sets. So I can go electrical, CD plan, framing floor or framing ceiling, wind bracing, etc. You'll also notice I have a presentation layer set here, and that turns off like all the notes and dimensions, and turns on things like the interior furniture and such. So it's a quick way to go into a presentation. I can just flip to that, and it looks really nice and presentable and clean. You'll also find some of the other layer sets I have are for sections. So I have 1/4 inch scale, 1/2 inch scale, 1/8 inch scale, 1 inch scale annotation sets ready to go. If you want to do different scale annotations, and the point of this is it's got all of your dimensions and text and arrows and such scaled properly. So if you send this to your layout at 1/8 inch scale, it'll be all sized and printing the same size on a full size on your printout. If you want to go a different scale, I didn't create all of them. I have 3/8 inch and 3/4, 2 inch and 3 inch set up ready to go, but I just have not created those annotations yet. So what I would do is go into your annotation sets control panel, select one of these here and copy it. So let's do 2 inch for right now. I'm going to copy this 2 inch, delete the copy, and from here you'll notice all the dimensions are ready. 2 inch scale dimensions defaults, 2 inch scale rich text, 2 inch scale text, 2 inch I don't have callouts. Okay, I'll fix that. 2 inch scale arrows, and by fixing this I would do, it's called 2 inch scale defaults, delete that. Text style is going to be 2 inch text style, and the same with markers. I don't want working set, I want 2 inch scale and section view. Now section view 1/2 inch is ready to go for your window and door labels are set at the 1/2 inch scale, 1/4 inch scale, 3/4 inch scale, and then framing as well. So if I don't want to see framing, I use this 1/2 inch. If I do want to see my framing, I use the 1/2 inch framing. And there you see the rafters and ceiling choice. If I had done wall framing, you'd see that here, wall framing and floor framing as well. So 1/2 inch scale, I might go to 1/2 inch scale annotations, and now I'm ready to type text. There we go. If I do 1/4 inch scale, that's going to be a different size arrow and different size text as well. plot plans are unique. Let's save that. Plot plans are unique in that, like I said, you may or may not need to show the roofs on your plot plans, so you can control that by in your layer set dialog. So right now, the arrows are, it's 1 inch. It's set up as 1 inch equals 20 feet. You can change it to 1 inch equals 10, 20, or 30 here. So let's say 10. Let's go to plot plan 10, rich default, plot plan text. I use rich text. And then lastly, let's go to our layer set and do text, plot plan, and I'm going to do the 10-inch text style. Dimensions, plot plan, 10-inch text style. Because all of those are by layer. Plot plan at 10-inch scale. There you have it. To send to layout, I always create auto elevations, all elevations. You don't have to turn them on in this view. It's going to create them, and then while they're selected, I'm just going to send camera view to layout, all 4 of them, and it'll say what scale, what page, do you want to see the layout view, etc. All the all the drill for that, and I just yes, 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 yes 4 times because I've got 4 cameras that I'm sending to. All right, so I'm going to delete those. I don't need to save those cameras. Deleting this camera view. Do you want to delete this camera? Yes. Now, if we have, let's save this as I'm going to save these 2 files. To go into our reference existing plan, you're going to have to turn that saved plan view on and click on the floor reference icon. From here, okay, so we're using test new is our current plan. I could choose test existing because it's already open. If that were not open, I could go choose existing plan and go through my dialog and find it. I'm going to match the current floor because when I see the first floor in the new plan, proposed plan, I want to see the first floor in the existing plan. Now my layer sets, I'm going to set up the reference display existing. You can define that if you want, turn on and off different layers. I've set it up that you see walls, doors, windows, stairs, fireplaces, railings, no dimension, no text, no roofs, etc. All of the layers are gray and dashed lines. And then click OK. So now we can see, there's the walls, there's the doors, etc. Lastly, what you might want to do, though, is the existing reference display is above the new proposed. So I actually want to select that number 1 and move it down so it's behind the proposed. And click OK. Now you can see why, so that these gray dashed lines are behind, if you will, the proposed lines. If I move this over here, and the beautiful thing is it snaps to it, right? So now I can see exactly where walls have been removed or windows have been removed. Let's put a window over here, or doors. So I know that that door has been removed. I can fill that in. I know, oh, you know, that wall's not actually, that window's not actually getting removed. Let's move it over here like this. Oh, interesting. It does not snap to Windows. Okay. Or it is, and I need to infill it. So there's that. So quickly, I thought I'd show you the where to save these files. You can save them anywhere you like. I put mine on my Dropbox drive, and that way it's synced across both my desktop and my laptop wherever I am. If I update it from my laptop, it's automatically propagated to my desktop as well. But ultimately, you can save it wherever you like. Once you save it there, Chief Architect likes to put their templates in the Chief Architect Premiere X11 data folder. Of course, if you're using X11 Premiere, under templates, and you could drop it in there. But when you go to default settings, edit default setting, no, I'm sorry, file. On Mac, it's Chief Architect Preferences. I think in a PC you go to File Preferences. We open up this Preferences, click on New Plans, and go browse to find where that file is that you've saved. Now I'm using DBS X11 template with walls. You could choose the one without my wall types. That selects the Chief Architect default walls, or you can make your own walls however you like, but this is where you would set the default plans so that whenever you start a new plan, it comes up the same every time. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can contact me on my website, www.designbuildsolutionsllc.com, and contact me through that feature there. I hope this has been helpful. Good luck in using this template. Good luck in your designing endeavors, and take care.